football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, Red and Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the one and only, the OG, Jessie Robinson.
How you doing, man? You all right?
I can't complain.
How's True Sports be going?
Oh, it's been going great. Everything going great. Every month it just gets a little bit better.
You get bigger and bigger, huh?
I'm going to Japan soon.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Hey, you go to Japan, you gonna have a billion followers.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, God
I hope
bless
so.
you.
But we're here in the gym, and I know we're sitting here waiting for Jermaine Franklin. He's got the big fight with AJ coming up. You were kind of going on a little tangent about how you feel the fight's gonna go. So how do you feel the fight's gonna go with AJ and Jermaine
Well, I
Franklin?
always say, AJ is a fighter that will fight, and he composed fighter. But guess what? When you bring it to AJ is he right. He get there, he know what he doing. He find a place to go. You understand? AJ is the type of guy. He built up, he pumped up, he aired up. Everything is fluff. You understand? You want to see a bunch of feathers fly around? Hit that motherfucker with a couple cannonballs and watch what happens. You understand?
Yeah.
So, it's all come down to, it ain't who his training is. It's basically who's going to stay in that ring.
Yeah.
You know?
So you see him as a very beatable guy for Jermaine Franklin.
Well, listen, if Jermaine go in there and fight hard, brother, if you want something, you take it. You go over there and give it, you're going to dance to his music. As I told you before when he fought Ruiz, I told him if Ruiz be smoking, he's going to win. Did I tell you that?
You did tell me that, yep.
And I ain't going to tell you again. If this man's smoking,
yeah.
But you got to fight to want it. AJ is fighting for his life too, because this is something he got to prove to the people. So, a man sometimes stepped up. You got Buster Douglas. He didn't fight until his mama died. Some people don't have a one mama, so he didn't have a one mama. After his mama died, he couldn't fight for nothing else.
Yeah, there was no more motivation.
That's exactly. You got to have a motivation to fight. And guess what? If it comes down to be a great, great fight, regardless, everybody got what they want. You understand? But when you're talking about AJ done made a lot of money. He's a great fighter. He represents his country well. He's a nice guy. He's a true-hearted guy. And hey, listen, now he got to prove himself. And I tell one of the guys I work with all the time, whatever you got, he told me I can knock certain people out. I told him, prove it. Don't tell me about what you can do. Everybody tell you can do something. Huh? Prove it.
Got to prove it.
Prove it.
Absolutely. What did you make of Jermaine's fight against Dillian White?
Well, Jermaine fought a good fight, but they called Jermaine on short notice, and Jermaine showed up and he showed out. I mean, come on, he's young in there and he put up a great fight. I mean, some people say he won, so guess what? He did what he had to do. You know what I mean? They're not going to give you nothing there in England. What you think? You going over there and, hey, you going to do a bank robbery?
No.
Brother, you ain't going over there and get nothing. They robbing you.
Got to go and knock these dudes out silly.
Listen, when he's sleeping, they can make a decision. Huh?
Wave it off.
Listen, if he's sleeping, they can make a decision.
That's right.
They don't make no decision if he's standing. You know what decision? Go to the other guy.
Yeah, call the medics.
That's right. Listen.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Well, Jessie, I know you like you've been watching fights. You've been following boxing longer than I've been alive. So it's always good to pick your brain about fights and how you see things. Like they finally got that Ryan Garcia Tank fight signed. How do you feel about it?
Tank is running off gas, and Ryan is running off sugar. You
Yeah.
understand? He's a hyper kid that would fight and got fast hands, but guess what? When that man dig in his heart and his chest, you're going to see a real deal. Now, he's a front runner that can run and slap and throw sling punches quick and move. He's sort of like Amir Khan. Amir Khan, fast-handed, and he can box real good. He probably with a skill, but I done seen many of those guys. Can he finish what he starts? You can start a lot of shit. You ever see the punk that goes out there and punk everybody?
Of course.
He goes tell you everybody, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then when you're fighting, he'll take off running.
That's right. That's how you feel about Ryan? You feel like Ryan's kind of like that?
Ryan has improved as the years went over. As you keep fighting, you can improve to a higher level. But when it comes down to hard cuts and skills, brother, you finna find out who got it. And that boy,
Tank,
he's a real tank, brother. Any given day, you can be counting your Z's. You understand? Because he's dangerous. But like I say, a fast-handed guy can't beat him now. Don't get me wrong. But you got to have plenty hard because he's gonna take some punishment.
He's gonna have to have a lot more than speed to just beat Tank.
Listen,
you know?
he's gonna take some punch. If the man can endure the punishment, that's what it takes. Now, and if nobody can do that. One thing I see he doing, he praying to God, and that's who you need. Who you go in there when you're trying to do something big like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need God. God can make you through anything.
What do you think makes Tank such a dangerous fighter?
No, he ferocious. He know how to drive the fight out of you. See, everybody don't know how to fight. Tank know how to do one thing. He stay close to you, let you do your punching, and then he drives the fight out of you. You know, when you punching him, and you ain't hitting him with clean, hard shot, next thing you know, you punched out. And then he said, listen, it's my time now. You finna can you take what I put out to you? That's what he's doing. You understand? He let you punch yourself out, and then he knock you out.
Does he remind you of, like, because I know you're from Detroit, so you've been on a lot of these Kronk fighters. Does Tank remind you of any of the old Kronk fighters back in the day?
Well, as I told you, he has a little bit of that Mike Tyson style. He'll go in there and he gets up under you and hit you with these big shots, crush you to the body. Then one punch. A one-punch fighter is a dangerous fighter. You know, it's just like putting a middleweight in there with a heavyweight. Mm-hmm. People don't know a middleweight will knock a heavyweight out because the speed and the consistency of his tempo. The tempo makes the fight and how much hard the guy got. That's what Tanks do. Tanks do get up under you. He see when you stop punching or you slow down, he would crush you. He's a lion that knows how to go straight for that jugular when it's time to go. But he won't jump in there on you. He's gonna try to do everything he can to make you work yourself out.
Yeah, and he's a versatile knockout puncher. It's not just one punch. It's not like Deontay Wilder where it's just the right hand. It could be the uppercut. It could be the hook. It could be the straight left hand.
He got a lot of different looks, and you don't know what look he's coming from, huh? He's like fighting a mirror. You don't know what mirror he's gonna be in. You understand? So you know he doing what he's doing to capitalize on what he for success. He's doing what he needs to do to capitalize on success.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm just happy it's made. It's good for boxing, you know,
yes.
To have the big fights.
Well, listen, everybody don't know what they're gonna get till they get there. He brings what you thinking. That knockout you're looking for, Tyson. Everybody came Tyson to see it. Everybody came for any great fighter that knocks people out. Tank is one of them guys. You don't know what round or when it's gonna be, but it's coming. So he's gonna be stroking him for the knockout. And Ryan Garcia, like I say, come on, man. He a very fast-handed fighter. But like I said, when you go to test that motor, you don't know what it's running off.
Well, that's why it's called rising to the occasion. Because if you've never been there, you got to rise to it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna just tell you, I don't think he can rise to that occasion.
We'll see.
But he'd shock me if he do. And that's what boxing is all about.
That's the excitement about the whole fight.
That's right. Listen. He has the capability on skills to do something. But like I say, when you're in there with a lion, you don't get a chance to pull his teeth. That eats you up. You hear me?
I hear you.
Every time you come up short, the next one.
You gotta pay.
Listen, sometimes it ain't good. Huh?
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.